Hello everyone, welcome back to STW Sports, and today I'm going to be going over my Champions League predictions for the 2019-2020 season. Of course, the Champions League's been played very late this year, of course, due to the coronavirus pandemic, and games are going to be played in a World Cup type format where it's going to be one game knockout. But that didn't happen though. I should have done these predictions yesterday, but I couldn't, unfortunately, due to stuff going on in the house. So, I am going to be doing them today. Instead, of course, two games have already happened now, unfortunately. And one of them games has actually kind of ruined some of my predictions. Juventus-Lyon had a bit of an upset. Juventus are out. So, they were one of my teams to get into the final. So I'm going to have to change this on the go. But yeah, I'll get straight on with it. I actually predicted City to beat Madrid 2-1 last night as well. So I did get that prediction right. But of course, that's easy for me to say right now. But yeah, I definitely did that, I promise. But yeah, and I did have Juventus to beat Lyon 3-0, but unfortunately the game ended 2-1. In the Man City Real Madrid game, it's worth noting, goals from Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus have sent Man City into the quarter-final, knocking out Real Madrid. And this is Zinedine Zidane's first ever loss in a Champions League knockout tie. But yeah, of course, Lyon have now gone through. I'll go on with tonight's prediction. So, Barcelona-Napoli, 3-0 Barcelona. Yeah, Napoli aren't they're not the worst team going by any means. They're more known as Liverpool's bogey team these days. But I do think Barca will have too much tonight for them. I honestly do. I think I just can't see Napoli getting anything. The game's quite well poised at 1-1, but 1-1 I believe it is. I just think Barcelona will win quite comfortably, and I can really see Lionel Messi in particular having a really good game. With it being at the Nou Camp, yes, I know there's no crowd. I could just see Barcelona only one winner here, and that winner being Barcelona to advance to the quarter-final. Bayern Munich, Chelsea, yeah, the task for Chelsea is near impossible. Injuries have now, after the FA Cup final as well, injuries have got on top of Chelsea as well. I can only see a comfortable Bayern Munich win. I'm going to say 2-0. I don't think Bayern will hammer them just because I think Bayern will. They won't think the game's over, but I think they'll approach the game relatively relaxed. I can only see one winner in this game, and that's Bayern. Comfortable 2-0 Bayern Munich win. Chelsea to go down really without a fight. Yeah, Bayern Munich to advance to the quarter-final. On to the quarter-final predictions, of course. There's only one leg in the quarter-final, and it's like a World Cup format. It's knockout. 90 minutes, winner-take-all, unless it goes to extra time or penalties. One game, winner-take-all. Atalanta v PSG. I'm going to say PSG to win this match 3-2. I actually think this is going to be quite an entertaining game. PSG haven't played any competitive football since the coronavirus pandemic. So, I fancy PSG just about to nick this. I do think PSG will be a little bit rusty. I can possibly see Atalanta scoring first in this game, but I'm just going to say PSG to edge it 3-2. I think they'll have a little bit too much quality up front for them in the end, but I expect Atalanta to give this a really good go, though. RB Leipzig, so I like PSG to advance to the semis, by the way. RB Leipzig v Atletico Madrid, I'm going to say 2-0 to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, Atletico Madrid got a massive win in their last in their last tie. It's Liverpool, knocking them out over two legs, winning both legs in the end as well. 4-2 on aggregate it was. I think Atletico Madrid will have a bit too much for Leipzig. Leipzig without Timo Werner as well. If they had Werner, I'd give them more of a chance, but I think the way Atletico play Leipzig will just play into their hands. Leipzig play a very attacking style of football. Of course, Leipzig completely outplayed Tottenham over two legs, but I think that Atletico Madrid, I think Leipzig will play into their hands, allow Atletico Madrid to nick a 2-0 win, and I think they'll go to the semi-finals at Atletico Madrid. Worth noting, Atletico Madrid haven't lost a knockout game in the Champions League, or knockout tie, that hasn't included Cristiano Ronaldo, and now Juventus are out of the competition, so Atletico Madrid can certainly take that as a little bit of inspiration. Yes, they've had an underwhelming season in La Liga, but they did knock out the European champions in the last round, so anything is possible. Next up in the quarter-final, Man City-Lyon. Well, originally I put Man City-Juventus, and yeah, I had Juventus to win, so now I've got to change this. I do think City will have a little bit too much for Lyon. Yes, Lyon did beat Man City and drew with them in the group stage last season, but I can't really see Lyon beating Man City. I think Man City will win 2-0. I think 3-0 actually. I think Man City will have enough. With all due respect to Lyon, I just think City will have too much quality for them. I expect a comfortable City 3-0 victory and them to advance to the semi-finals as well. But yeah, this is unfortunate for Lyon. I feel a bit harsh, but I do think they'll have enough. Barcelona v Bayern Munich. Now, it's a great quarter-final, to be fair to this. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in the overall in the game, and I think Bayern Munich will win on penalties. Of course, Barcelona have suffered a couple of quarter-final heartbreaks over the last few years, but I'm going to say 1-1 between these two over the 120 minutes, and then a Bayern Munich penalty shootout victory. Bold prediction, and of course, I've actually even said it'll be 4-3 on penalties. I'm actually stretching the boat out that far. But, yeah, I think Bayern Munich will win it on penalties. Bold prediction, of course. I can't separate the two over 120 minutes. I think Bayern Munich, though, will go to the semi-finals, just about edging out Barca on penalties. Difficult one to predict that one was, but it's a great quarter-final tie. Semi-finals, PSG v Atletico Madrid. I've gone 0-0 over the 120 minutes. I can see both teams cancelling each other out. None of these teams have ever won the Champions League. I think the semi-final occasion will be a lot, especially for PSG who haven't been to a semi-final before. Atletico Madrid have been to a semi-final quite a few times as well. I'm going to say Atletico to win 4-1 on penalties. Again, bold predicting the actual penalty shootout scoreline, but I'm going to say Atletico Madrid to go to the final via winning on penalties, and more Champions League heartbreak for PSG. PSG have got a great chance this year of going to the final, but I think Atletico Madrid will do it. I think on penalties, I'm going to say 120 minutes of the two cancelling each other out, and Atletico Madrid to win on penalties. A bold prediction, but that's just what I'm going to go for. Next up, Man City versus Bayern Munich. I'm going to say 2-1 to Bayern Munich. Yeah, another team who've never been to the Champions League final is Man City. I'm expecting that trend to continue, unfortunately. I just think Bayern Munich will have a little bit too much for them. Pep Guardiola's former team, of course, as well. I think Bayern Munich will edge them out 2-1 in the semi-final. Again, bold prediction from me, but yeah, I'm gonna say they'll do it. I'm gonna say Bayern Munich versus Atletico Madrid final, and next up, the final, Atletico Madrid v Bayern Munich. I'm going to go for a fairy tale story. I'm going to go Atletico Madrid to win 1-0 after extra time. Again, bold, extra time prediction, but I can see Bayern Munich going at them for 90 minutes. Atletico Madrid putting in a typical Atletico performance, hanging in there, doing all the good defensive work. But unfortunately, I can see Atletico Madrid nicking it in extra time. I'm not going to say who I think the score is going to be. That's probably a bit too far. But yeah, I think Atletico Madrid, amazingly, in a summer where they lost Godin and they lost Griezmann, I'm actually going to say they're going to win the Champions League. I think Atletico Madrid have had a couple of heartbreaks in the last decade. The one against Real Madrid in 2014 when the Sergio Ramos last-minute header, and then the 2016 penalty shootout. I'm against Real Madrid as well, but yeah, I'm going to say Atletico Madrid to win the Champions League. Again, bold prediction from me, but that's what I'm going to go for. If this happens, then wow, I'll be very, very impressed with this prediction. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. As for the top scorer for the remainder of the tournament, I'm going to go Robert Lewandowski. I think he'll bag a few on the way. Yeah, Lewandowski. If they're going to go to the final by, I expect Lewandowski to score a few on the way. So yeah, that's my predictions for the Champions League. If you disagree or you have another route, which most of you probably will, then yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more football content. Thank you for watching.